Good morning, WWE fans. Man. Well, WWE fans, how are we doing this morning? First and foremost, I do want to apologize. I actually thought I hit the record button last night for the Royal Rumble highlight video, and I ended up not, so it didn't record at all. So I just wanted to apologize for that. But with all of that said, guys, welcome back to the channel of the Ryan Knipe WWE Report, only right here on YouTube. Today is Sunday. It is January 28th, 2024. And in this video, we are going to talk about the Royal Rumble highlights. All right, we kicked off the night with the women's 30 women over the top rope Royal Rumble match. We had a couple of surprises in the match. Number one surprise was the return of none other than Naomi. It's been like 2.5 or 3.5 years since she was in a WWE ring. So she did enter the women's Royal Rumble match at number 2. She lasted a 1 hour 2 minutes, which was a new record in the women's Royal Rumble match. And all that. Another surprise was TNA Women's World Champion Jordynne Grace. She was also in the Royal Rumble match. Also, another one is Nia Jax. She was very, very impressive in last night's women's Royal Rumble match as well. The biggest of them all is actually the hottest and the biggest free agent that WWE signed, Jade Cargill, made her official in-ring WWE debut last night in the women's Royal Rumble match. Liv Morgan also was a part of the women's Royal Rumble match. But what was kind of funny, and I hear a lot of people talking about this, was what R-Truth did. He actually thought he was in the women's Royal Rumble match. I really got to be honest with you. It was kind of funny to watch. I mean, he actually ended, I think Valhalla was also in the Royal Rumble match, but Valhalla got eliminated in like 5 seconds, I think, which was kind of funny, but a little bit of, excitement, knowing that R-Truth thought he was in the women's Royal Rumble match. I definitely found that funny and amusing. And all that, but again, and Jade Cargill, believe it or not, she threw Nia Jax over the top rope to eliminate her, but that was really impressive and pretty cool to watch as well. And all that. I think the woman that had the worst luck in the Royal Rumble match was Chelsea Green. I mean, she kept getting squashed like a ham on a pancake. I mean, it was kind of, she probably had the worst luck. But overall, guys, it was a really good women's Royal Rumble match, and the winner of it was actually Bayley. And I actually got to be honest with you, Bayley has called her shot for a number of weeks, and hey, she did it last night, and she will be going to the main event of WrestleMania 40, which we are only 69 days away from now. But yes, guys, Damage Control leader Bayley has actually done the one thing that has eluded her in her WWE career, and that is winning the Royal Rumble match. So once again, congratulations go to Bayley. Very happy for her, and she won the Women's Royal Rumble match. Our next match was actually the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Universal Championship. It was the champion, the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, defending against the megastar L.A. Knight. Yeah! The phenomenal AJ Styles and the Viper, Randy Orton. Now, this is actually a match, well, with number one, Roman Reigns would not have to be pinned or submitted. He would not have to be involved in the decision to lose his championship. In a matter of fact, the statistics say that actually Roman Reigns would only have a 25% chance on retaining the title and all that. And so it was actually a pretty very unique and interesting match. The enforcer of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, got involved, but actually at the end of the day, the tribal chief, the head of the table, you cannot bet against him. Roman Reigns walks out still. Your reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, 1,245 days and counting for Roman Reigns. Now it was actually time for the other title match, and it was a one-on-one match. Kevin Owens, the challenger, taking on social media megastar. Believe it or not, the guy that created the Prime Sports Energy drink, a guy that has Impulsive Podcast. He is the United States champion, Logan Paul. And actually, this match was really, really good and really interesting. But Logan Paul would beat KO by disqualification. And actually, Logan Paul, of course, would walk out still the United States champion. Well, it was time for the main event, and actually the main event was the men's over the top rope 30-man Royal Rumble match. We had a lot of interesting things actually happening in that match. The number one factor of it was actually who drew number one. It was main event Jey Uso that drew number one. It was actually Jimmy Uso that drew number two. So those brothers started off the Royal Rumble match, and I actually was really, really shocked to find that out. But here's a big returnee. Actually, a big returnee was Andrade. Andrade returned. He was in the men's Royal Rumble match. He actually looked pretty impressive as well. Pat McAfee was actually the special guest commentator for the Royal Rumble, and he was in the Royal Rumble match. He participated, NXT superstar. I actually can call him a beast. Braun Breaker, he was in the Royal Rumble match. So is Omos. Actually, Braun Breaker would eliminate Omos in the Royal Rumble match. And all that. Another one was actually R-Truth was in the men's Royal Rumble match. Again, he got a little confused. He thought the men's Royal Rumble match was actually a tag team match. And I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but for him actually to think he was in the women's Royal Rumble match and he wasn't, and he cost Valhalla, and I don't know, just an odd and probably off night for R-Truth. And actually, I don't even know if he really is in the Judgment Day. I think WWE Universe believes he should be in Judgment Day. I don't know, but we actually, CM Punk, remember CM Punk on that day yesterday, 10 years ago to the day, he actually walked out in a very confidential situation. Actually, seriously, prior to last night's Royal Rumble match, CM Punk would actually beat his last WWE televised match was 2014 in the Royal Rumble match, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, the final two, it came down to the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. And CM Punk actually, during that match, made a quote. The quote was, "I didn't wait 10 years to lose to Dusty's kid." All right. So I really found that interesting. But at the end of the day, guys, history was actually made. Your 2024 Men's Royal Rumble winner, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, he actually becomes the first superstar in he becomes the first superstar in 26 long years to win back-to-back Royal Rumble matches. Actually, the last person to do that was WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I actually think it is very crystal clear on who the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is actually going to want to challenge. And that is, he wants to challenge the man he did in the main event of WrestleMania last year. The head of the table, the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes was actually pointing to Roman Reigns. He wants the tribal chief. He wants the head of the table. So I actually think it is very, very crystal clear about that. But with all that said, actually, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the Royal Rumble highlight reel. I do apologize. I actually cannot believe it did not download last night. I felt so bad, but I'm happy to give it to you this morning. Anyway, I cannot speak this morning. So yes, guys, I actually really enjoyed the Royal Rumble. I hope you guys did too. I also hope you guys enjoyed this video. With all of that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you thought of the Royal Rumble event. And with all that said, guys, actually, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like with that lovely thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. Always feel free to leave a comment. But that's actually all I got for you guys. With all that said, enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for the Monday Night Raw highlight reel. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.